The next part of this lesson is called the present value of an ordinary annuity. And to recognize this kind of problem, you have to look for two things. The first thing is to see if the problem focuses on withdrawals or payments, and the second thing is to recognize if the problem focuses on money that you need right now or money that you have right now. So this is the general formula for finding the present value of an ordinary annuity. To find values of R, I, or N, you're just going to have to use this formula and rearrange it. So basically, everything stands for something. P of V stands for present value, and that's the money that you currently have right now. R stands for regular payment or withdrawal which you are making. I stands for interest rate, and it has to be as a decimal and per compounding period. And N stands for number of compounding periods. To find values of I, you will have to divide the interest rate by the number of compounding periods. And a shorter way to write this is R divided by number of CP. To find values of N, which is a number of compounding periods, you're going to have to multiply time by the number of compounding periods, and a shorter way to write this is T times number of CPs. Another useful formula is to find the interest. And to find the interest, you have to subtract total payments from the present value. And to find the total payments, you multiply the original payments by N. So this question is about university funding. Harry is putting his summer earnings into an annuity where he can draw expenses while he is in university. He will need to withdraw $1,000 per month for 8 months. Interest is earned at a rate of 9% compound monthly. How much does he need to invest at the beginning of the school year? Well, first you have to determine if this is a present value question or not. And looking back to the first thing, does this question focus on regular withdrawals or payments? Looking at this question, you can determine that it does. It says he will need to withdraw $1,000 per month. Also looking back, it says, does this question focus on money you need right now or money that you have right now? This question focuses on money that he needs. He needs to determine how much money he needs to invest at the beginning of the school year. So now that you determine this is a present value question, you have to determine the givens and the unknowns. So the givens. The present value is not given. This is because it's asking how much money does he need to invest at the beginning of the year. He wants to know the total amount of money that he will need. The R, which is the regular withdrawal, is given because it says he will need to withdraw $1,000 per month. To find I, you will have to divide the rate by the number of compounding periods. The rate is 9% and the number of compounding periods is 12 because it's compounded monthly. N is the number of compounding periods, and it is 8 months. After you determine all the givens and the unknowns, you will simply just plug everything into the general formula. And after plugging it in, you can get an answer of $7,736.61. This means that Harry needs to invest $7,736.61 at the beginning of the year. So this question is a bank loan question. Niall borrowed money from a bank and is starting to pay it off. He pays $500 a month. He has 4 payments left and the interest rate is 10.5% per annum compounded quarterly. How much does Niall have to pay at the end of the 4 payments? So first you have to determine if this is a present value question. Well, looking back, does this question focus on regular withdrawals or payments? And it does. It says that he has 4 payments left. Also, it says, does this question focus on money that he needs right now or money that he has right now? Well, this question says that he is trying to determine how much money he will have at the end of the 4 payments, or how much he will need to pay. So as a result, this is a present value question. Given, well, you know the givens. You have to find the present value, which is how much he has to pay right now. He wants to know the R is $500, I is 0.02625, and to find that you have to get the rate, so 10.5% divided by compounding periods, which was quarterly, as that's the same thing as 4. And to find N, you have to do T times the number of compounding periods, so 1 times 4, which is 4. So you just have to plug everything into the present value formula because you are trying to find P of V. You do not have to rearrange it. And after you plug everything in, you solve for it, and you get $1,875.34. So now we'll have to pay $1,875.34.